Let's open up these awesome new Ghostbusters reproductions coming up after this. Right, I'm really excited to have these. There's a special display that they're putting these out at Walmart, and it's funny because in Canada we normally don't get these things, kind of like the Transformers. We don't always get the big stands and everything, but the Ghostbusters showed up with the Star Wars, so it was a special display. I don't know why Yoda and Boba are not in the case assortments when I show up. Did they just put one of each? And there's so many of the other characters. And I don't know why they already moved into Empire Strikes Back when they could be making so many other just Star Wars figures first. Kind of upset about that. I love the retro figures. It's a collector's line. They should not be short packing anybody. We're talking about Ghostbusters today. I never collected these. I don't know if these came out in the 90s when I stopped collecting toys, or maybe I was just too enthralled with Masters of the Universe. Masters of the Universe and Lego were the only toys that I really played with. Like, I started out with some Star Wars figures and some G.I. Joes, I had some Chips figures and stuff, but as I got older, I just pinpointed on just Masters of the Universe, and I just collected everything Masters of the Universe. That was my toy line. So I missed out on a lot of these awesome toys, and I love reproduction. I hate how toys degrade over time, and when they produce new reproductions, you get just like a brand new toy all over again. The paint jobs on these looked really good. I was really happy. I like the thickness of the card. I know that in the first wave of Star Wars, I was very disappointed in the card thickness. I want to save these cards. I don't know why, because they're retro, they're awesome. I love how they even put Kenner on the package. I'm going to open them up. We're going to look at what's inside. I wonder if it would have been just as good for me to buy retro versions of these. I'm not sure how excited I am about the accessories. I gotta open these up quickly and then I will fix the cards later. But what I usually do is cut out around the bubble when it's a card that I want to save. I wish there was some kind of heating method that could just remove the blister, but I also think that I will use different scissors than this. And you will just fast forward to me showing you the toys. Alright, what I noticed first of all is that the bodies are hollow. It's really noticeable with Ray, I would say the most, because he's got more body. I don't think the originals were hollow, but that would be a thing of the times. Let me know if you know if the originals had hollow bodies or not. I really don't think that they would have been. I love the 5 points of articulation. That is something I love. I love that they all have 4 different colored streams. That's really cool. Something that I thought that I remembered was that you could put the ghosts on top of their heads. I mean, you can to some degree. Like, that would be a great play feature, so you could, like, at least say that they were possessed, or maybe they were slimed, but they don't fit. These two don't even have bottoms. That would have been a really cool play feature that kids would have definitely enjoyed. They all stand really well, except for Peter doesn't stand well at all. The paint jobs are great. I like that his eyes are super, super green. He also looks like he's possessed. Okay, so the Proton Packs go on with a peg in the back, and hopefully they clip on to the side here if you want. I think I see how that would work. Yeah, don't want to break it. Who knows if the plastics are going to be fragile. So you just, I'm making this up. Hopefully it's right. So there's 2 little clip things there, and you can squeeze the handles around it so it hooks on like that. That's really cool. And then the beam goes up in the air. I thought I remembered this mechanism being part of like a button or something, but I guess you just twist this little end piece with your finger to make the stream look all real. And it is a legit looking feature. It's really hard to get the Neutrona blaster off of his Proton Pack. I guess you would put it on his right hand, and you put it around his arm like that. I think maybe you're supposed to put it into his hand like that, or maybe you're supposed to put his hand all the way through, and he can just wear it on his arm, like so. I'm not sure the correct way. I do know that it looks real when you spin this little thing around, and that's cool. And maybe this will help him stand, even though he tends to fall forward. Yeah, so I'm gonna need some stands. They do have peg holes in the bottom of their feet. I don't know how I'm gonna make him stand. Let's put his pack on his back. Maybe that will weigh him. Yeah, that's working. His ghost looks like this. I guess that one's the one that looks the most like Slimer. So if you didn't get Slimer, you could play with this guy. And he could hold on to things like that because of the placement of his hands. That's cool. And I love that they're translucent, because who doesn't love a translucent toy? Let's look at Ray. He's a bit tubby. His eyes look friendly, cute. Is tubby politically incorrect? I apologize. Like Teletubby. That's his bum. And very hollow. Once again, but the arms and the legs are not. They're nice and juicy, rubbery. Put on his pack, which is exactly the same. It is indeed exactly the same, except he has the orange stream. This is made of a cloth, the pipe that goes from the Proton Pack to the Neutrona blaster. Is that what it's called? Neutrona. And he can stand with it on. And then his little ghost. Did they name these? It says, I ain't afraid of no ghost on here. I also really like the artwork on these cards. You know, I already showed them to you, but they're really cool. He's got a little foot thing, plastic piece, closing in his hollowness. But he looks like this. I don't know if you can see all the details clearly. But he's cool. He's translucent and he's a purple monster, and he doesn't stand because of his tail so heavy. So that is totally a negative. You can't get him to stand up. Well, yeah, I need figure stands for these. They should have come with figure stands. Egon. I like Egon the most, probably because of his coloration. He looks real good. Made him blonde in the cartoon. Didn't show you that really nice patch on their arms. Really painted very, very well. Like that. Again, you can put this ghost on top of his head, but you do have to turn his head sideways to get it on. I like that. He has the orange stream, and for their articulation, their legs don't. Oh my goodness. His legs move back, but I don't think anybody else's do. Isn't that weird? So he has that type of articulation. Let me double check the rest of them. Yeah, his legs don't go backwards, and I can tell by the cut of his backside that his legs don't go backwards. And oh yeah, and I tried to put his legs backwards to make him stand better. Oh no, Peter can put his legs backwards. He really has to arch his back if you want him to stand. Oh, and then he falls. Yeah, he's got some kind of heels going on his boots, so it's giving him some problems. Winston is last, and that's what he's looking like with his black eyes. And he's probably the most stocky of them all. Yep. Closed fist on one hand. I do like how they're all in different colored coveralls. Proton Pack in yellow. Well, it's in blue. They're all in blue. His has the yellow stream. I'm going to try to put his on his left hand. See if that works. Totally works. Let's spin it. It really does look real. Great play feature. That's the kind of play feature that I like. I do not like when figures have gimmicks. So when the accessories have the gimmicks, that is A-okay. Oh, Egon's down for me. And I guess he just has bigger feet, so he stands without any problem. He's got good balancing issues. Yeah. they could balance better. Oh. So the biggest negative of all of these is balancing issues. It's the number one problem. Secondly, I would say is the hollow body. And then I definitely would have liked all ghosts to be able to fit on their heads. That would have been such a fun gimmick. I love that they're translucent. I love the colors of them. This is one ugly looking ghost. I don't understand why they look like monsters. I'd rather they look like this, or at least like people. That's just weird. What kind of monster would that be? It's a totem pole monster, maybe? I don't know. Cool. Very cool. I might have said too many negative things with these, but I really think that they're painted so well, and I like the construction of them, and they cost $17.90 something, so around $20 or more after tax in Canada. So that's pretty cool. It's not fantastic, but these are great, and I'm glad that I can have them, and I'm glad that they're in perfect condition, and they look really, really nice. Let me know what you think. I hope you will like, comment, share, and subscribe. Hope they weren't too washed out and you got a good look at them. Love you guys. Like, comment, share, and subscribe. We'll see you next time. Let's see if I can do 2 streams at the same time without falling over. Don't cross the streams. Oh, they're crossing them. Oh, yeah, it's working. That's really cool. Might be one of the best play features of all time. That might be my opinion.